Hi friends, and thanks for joining us. Today we are going to be making these paper water boxes. You may know these from this book, Calling All Minds by Temple Grandin. This is the first video in a series of 6 videos and 6 programs in which we are ramping up our excitement for our virtual visit with Temple Grandin. The fun's going to happen on Monday, May 17th. And we also want to make sure that we're thanking the Zionsville Community School Systems for their help in this project. Now, let's get started. You should have picked up a kit, and inside the kit you have 3 square pieces of paper. I've already colored mine. Take a good look at that. You also have 3 crayons. They're very distinct crayons. We have one of these that has a squiggly line right here. That's a Crayola crayon. We also have this guy right here. It does not have a squiggly line. This one's a Rose Art. The other one that we have, I don't know if you can see it, but it has little stripes on there. This is a Praying crayon. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to kind of try and figure out which crayon maybe provides a better wax coating for our paper water boxes. One of the other things that you had is a straw that came in your kit. Now, let's get started folding our first paper water box. You already had your paper folded lengthwise. So we'll go ahead and open it, and then we'll fold it lengthwise the other way. We'll open it back up. We see a nice X right here. Now what we're going to do is do 2 diagonal folds, 1 in each corner. So it's going to look like a grilled cheese sandwich. Folds and open, and then the opposite side, fold and open again. Now we're going to fold it in half this way. We want to make sure the fold is up top and that the open end here is down towards you. This is a little tricky. You're going to take your left hand, put it on the left side of the paper. You're going to take your right hand, put it on the right corner, and you're going to kind of push down and push in. So you're going to go in between the 2 layers of paper. So left hand, left side, right hand, right corner, and push down. So that's what it looks like. Let's take another look at that again. So left hand, left side, right hand, right corner. We're going to push and swoop down. We're going to make a triangle and fold over. So right hand, right side, bring the left hand to the left corner. We're going to bring it down, swoop. Oops. Sometimes it gives us a little bit of a problem. So we're going to bring this down to the center. Get really good creases here, and we're going to fold this way. So from the top, if you look at it, it's a really cool like 3-dimensional X. Check that out. So now we're going to get started for the next part. We have our open part, remember, down here towards us. Color's always going to be on the inside. And then we have our triangle up here. We're going to take our 2 corners and bring them each to the top. There are 2 layers of paper here, but we only want to do the topmost layer. So again, this corner to the top. And fold, get a good crease. Next corner to the top, get a good fold, get a good crease. We're going to turn the paper, same thing on the opposite side. You may not be going as fast as I can, but I've made probably about 20 of these so far practicing to get ready for this. So don't worry if you need to pause and then replay a couple of times. Once you get it, it's actually pretty easy. So here we have our square or diamond. What we want to do is make sure that this line is up and down. Not like this, not like this, straight up and down. We're going to bring a corner to the middle on each side. Give ourselves a nice good fold right there. And then again, on the other side. Turn the paper over. Same thing, bring the 2 corners to meet in the middle. And friends, you may not believe this, but we are actually almost done, which is great. All right, so now we have like a really cool looking diamond. We have two different points. This point kind of just feels like one piece of paper, whereas this point down here has several different layers and pieces. This is the side that we're going to work with. There we go. Now it's up top. We're going to take this point here and bring it down to this point in the middle. This point here to the middle, and then do the same thing on the left side. Okay, get some really good creases there. And now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take this corner here. We're going to bring it down here to the middle. So it's going to be right across from that point there. 1 and 2. Now let's go ahead and flip it over and do the same thing on this side. Bring each point to the middle. There we go. Get some good creases there. Bring the point to the middle again. And then fold both of those over. Now this is the part where it gets a little tricky. We're going to unfold this one layer, and if you pick it up, you can kind of see here there is a little pocket, and we're going to take this, remember here's this corner, we're going to open this pocket and do that. Do the same with the opposite side. Turn it over. So we have these layers like this. We're going to unfold those triangles. Just going to find that little air pocket right there and put the triangles inside the pockets. Have this pocket here. There we go. Put the triangle inside the pocket. Now we are ready to go. Oh, except first thing we have to fold it. We want these guys here to be on the inside. So we're going to kind of open it and fold it. So now what we're seeing are the two very nice clean sides. Now you can either use your straw, because you'll notice on one of the tips there is a slight hole. You can put your straw in there and you can blow. You can blow up your box. Or the other thing you can do is to take a pair of scissors and you can cut the piece of paper about right there, just a small amount, and that will give you a large square in which you can use to easier fill the box with water. So I'm going to see if I can't go ahead and blow this up for you guys. You need to take one strong breath. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Look how easy that was. Now remember I said earlier that it might be a little difficult to fill this. The slow way to do it, but less way that we're going to make a mess, is to take your straw, put it in a cup of water, put your fingertip over the end of the straw, and then you're going to slowly transfer all of your water from the glass into your paper water box. And I have a couple of samples here. Let me show you guys. Here is one that I did. You can see that this square is really big. This would be one that if I was careful enough, I could take a cup and I could pour the water inside, or I could very carefully fill this using the sink. So I've got a couple of different ones here, guys. This one is the type of paper that I got from the kits. And then this paper is just a different type of computer paper. It's a little older, but it feels like it might be a type of paper that's just a little bit thicker. One of the other things that I wanted to experiment with was also different types of paper, because I was curious, well, what happens if I use, say, newspaper? That's exactly what this is. I dug through my recycle bin and I found a piece of newspaper. I cut it into a square and I just did that same process of doing the water box folding. I also was curious what would happen if I used, well, say, a magazine. So these squares here and these paper water boxes are actually from a magazine. So I've got lots of different options here when it comes to paper water boxes. The fun thing now is to do a really fun experiment Fill them all with water. See which ones are maybe more waterproof. Try different types of paper, or as strange as it may sound, get your newspaper, do 2 layers of newspaper. See how that looks. You know what? We don't know unless we try. So until next time, continue creating like Temple. Be sure to read the book Calling All Minds and tune in next Tuesday at 4:30 so we can do our next experiment. And don't forget, mark May 17th on your calendars when we bring Temple virtually to Zionsville.